checked that when I did my circuit check, first of all.
Okay.
Oh.
And so I think oxygenation is a circuit issue, a FiO2 issue, so we look for those things. And I think line-wise, yeah, should be good in looking at the line oxygen flow.
Okay.
So I heard you guys talk about recirculation. At
Well,
what point were we thinking there?
I thought because I didn't understand that both lines were
Dark.
I thought they were both the same color.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So I thought recirculation, but
Can someone just summarize this case for us in one sentence? The participants, from the non-participants, right?
So it was equipment failure, or maybe the tubings tanked and the oxygen wasn't delivered to that oxygenator.
Good. So patient on VV ECMO, hypoxic, secondary to some sort of gas malfunction. Agreed?
Yes.
Everyone agrees with
Plus
that?
the patient was just transported back from somewhere, so.
Yes, and the risk factor, of course, which you probably learned this morning, right? When you guys did the hypothermia case. Bad things happen after transports. And we discussed the importance of doing a full circuit check associated with that. Let's discuss the approach. So I mean, you may get called for a patient on VV ECMO who's newly hypoxic. Do you guys have a standardized approach to this? Or things that you think about early on and what you can do quickly?
I thought that was a very good question to ask about the color
Good.
differential.
I agree.
Because you see that right on him.
That is the first thing I do. Whether or not the patient's hypoxic, if I walk into a patient on ECMO, the first thing I always do is look for that color change, and especially if someone's hypoxic. And the reason is you can get a lot of information. So suppose you do not have color change, then what's your second question?
So the patient's hypoxic, but the blood lines are red and dark red, is that what you're saying?
No, so you walk in, there's no good color change. Your second
Between the
question
two.
should be, are they both dark or are they both bright?
right.
Right.
And in the case of both dark,
Oxygen.
It's gonna be an oxygen.
you need to,
Yeah.
oxygenator and prior to the oxygenator. So the oxygenator, the gas source, the wall oxygen, for example, that should be your focus, right? So either the oxygenator has acutely failed or you're just not getting oxygen into the oxygenator. And it could be anywhere from here out. So in this case, it was a kinked source. At NYU, when we do this scenario, we usually do it after transport and patient's still on oxygen tank, and it just hasn't been switched over. The tank ran out. There's a patient actually we cannulated at a different hospital, and as soon as we went on ECMO, the first thing you look for, of course, is that color change. And we didn't get the color change, and we're trying to figure out why. And the oxygen, the wall oxygen wasn't functioning. This is like a academic hospital, in their ICU, and somehow that wasn't working. So it could be anywhere from the oxygenator and proxy back. So that's the first thing to do, is to ask for that color change, because it can help you with your differential. We'll discuss sort of the other parts of that afterwards, because we'll get into some of those other scenarios, right? I don't need to give away things. All right. Anything else to add, Scott? Gas failure. Actually, we should discuss the circuit check. So how did you pick it up? So your initial circuit check, you missed it?
Yes, when I.
What did you do different afterwards?
When I was looking, because I said oxygen, or I figured out it was oxygen causing, you said SpO2 on both, the SpO2 and the.
Pre and post.
Yes, we're both the same, so we're not.
So you didn't
getting
notice
oxygen.
so there was no good color change. So that refocused your efforts to the oxygenator and the gas? Good. That's sort of what it should do.
I think what I saw you do differently is you trace the line right from the oxygenator all the way up to the source, as before you just
Ripped it
eyeballed it.
out
Plugged in, good to go. So I think that was the main difference that I
Right.
noticed anyways,
Yeah.
that you did, to really diagnose where the problem is.
Good. Yeah. I think that this case again highlights the importance of doing a full circuit check, including equipment after transports. Bad things always happen.